Good afternoon. My name is Tammy, and welcome to Sewfly's Unique Boutique. Greetings from Maine, everyone. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I've already been out, took my dog for a walk, got my daughter off to school. She started school today, but she doesn't have to go back until the 2nd. So we shall see what we shall see. Okay, so let's get on with it, shall we? Do I have any finishes and FFOs? No, I don't. Not this week. Maybe next week. We'll see. I almost have it finished. I have to give you that. I almost have it finished, so I'll show that to you in a few minutes. Yeah. So what did I work on? I worked on quite a few things. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Oops, sorry for that. All right. Sorry. A little through a close breath. Okay, so one of the first things I worked on was the summer refreshes. Now, I'm gonna kind of mix things up a little bit and um go on with plans as I go. Well, actually, I'll wait till the end. But what I'm kind of sort of doing is every time I assign a project so many stitches, and when I get all those stitches done, every time I pick it up, it's always going to have the same amount of stitches until it's done. So this one I still have to do some stitching on, and then take it from there. I'll go in the other room and get my board in just a second. So here's my summer refreshes. I got quite a bit done, actually. Um, I got 186 or 188, I'm not quite sure. Stitches done in this, and ice, and the goal is 500. So I need a few more to get the goal, but yeah, here it is. Um, I love it. I don't know. There's just something about these colors that just go together. And this down here for now. There you go. Ooh, there. All right. Put this there. The other thing I did work on a little bit is my whale. Is it finished yet? No. But it doesn't have much left, so I probably can get it finished this weekend. So there's that. There's my whale. This is by Bella Rose Designs on Etsy. And it is done on a 14 count marbled blue Ada that I got on Amazon. And I'm using this here is a sulky, and the body of the whale is sulky. And then we just have 310 and whatever I used for the pink. I did a complete color change on this. So this is going to be a junk journal item. And then I need you to hold on one second. Sorry. I had to get a couple of things. So, the next thing I worked on, and this was all day yesterday, or just about all day yesterday. I ended up having to take no, I didn't have to. I wanted to. Took my daughter shopping um, for some back to school things. So, all right, here is my stained glass bee. This is by 2x2 Stitch Art on Etsy, and it is definitely a full coverage. So, the goal for it was 800 stitches. Did I get the goal done? Oh, and then some. So here's what it looks like. I filled in a lot of this flower here and some of the sides. I've been outlining some more spots because right here is a large piece and then right here is a large piece. So it's a lot of fill in. So I want to make sure I have, the outline of it so I can just fill it in. This is done on an 18 count white Aida, and it's 7.5 by 7.5. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an 8x8 frame and see if I can find or have a mat specifically cut that is 7.5 by 7.5. So none of the white is going to show through. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll wait and see. See how that's going to work. Okay. All right. Next. Hold on one second. Sorry. Shouldn't have put things behind the computer. That's not a good plan. All right. What is this? This is and this one is Salem 1692. And here we are. Now, why I did it, I have no idea, but I ended up counting all the stitches I had done before I even started stitching on this. And I do believe the goal was 800 stitches. Well, yeah, I got a lot of those done. The only problem is, then I'm going to frog out a lot of them. So I made a mistake. Didn't realize it until. So yeah, not happy with this one. But on the upside, it is also my whip go number 4 for this time around. So here it is. I ended up finishing this motif. Finished this motif here. This one still needs a little bit of work done, and this one is all done. I ended up doing the whole top border. I just have to put these little flowers here, up there. And all of this here needs to come out because it's wrong. Because this is supposed to be even with these two things, and the house is not even. So, it's gonna come out all of it, start all over again. Could I fudge it? Yeah, probably. Do I want to? No. No. I don't like fudging if I can help it. I much rather just take it out, start over. So, those stitches will be put back in, and I will not be recounting. I will just, if I do recount, I just want to make sure it's the same number that I've got. Yeah. Oops. Back in there. So, 1692. All right. The other thing I did was I worked on Mistletoe Kisses. This started out with 300 stitches, and then I ended up putting another 300 stitches into it. So I have, so far, 655 stitches in this. And here is my progress. So this is a stud on a 18 count petty point, and I'm using Dinky Dyes 301 and 206. I think this is 206. I think this is the red. This is one or the other. 206 is Mud Flats, which is right here. It looks like Chocolate Kisses. 301 is Crimson, and I'm doing this in the white is Bright White from Sulky, and this is Woodland from Dying for Cross Stitch. And hopefully with another 300 stitches, this will be done before Christmas. So, okay, next one is this is from Stitch Co. And it is called Rescue Mom. I love this. I really do. And my goal for this is 500 stitches. I only got 383, but you know what? That's okay. Because like I said, I'll finish that 500, and if I pick it up again to finish it, it'll be another 500 stitches. So, and I'm using Sulky Iris on this one. And it's done on an 18 count white chocolate. Or silver moon. Silver moon. And that's how much I did. I only did 383 stitches. So I've got another 227 stitches. I think. Maybe less. Or 127 stitches. Yeah. To make the 5. So the rescue is all done. So I just got to put Mom down here, finish this M, put my paw print, finish up the paw print, Mom, put another heart over there. And then up here, I'm going to backstitch Echo's Rescue Mom, which is a lady in my networking group. Her name is Jana, and she was fostering a white husky named Echo, who came from a hoarding situation, and she decided she was going to adopt her. So she did, and now Echo has a mom. So this can be for Jana, my friend Jana. Alright, next is Fairy Rabbit. I think I need 235 stitches to get the full 3,100. And since this is, this is my focus piece for August, so I will get those stitches in. Because September doesn't start until May. This is by Cross Stitch Patterns, PATERNS, on Etsy. And They have a lot of this Alice in Wonderland. They have this one. They have a flamingo that's on a playing card. They have Alice that's on a playing card. They have a bunch of teacups that are on a playing card. They have flamingos that are on a playing card because that's what they use to play croquet and hedgies. So here is the white rabbit. Well, fairy rabbit actually, but still. Okay. So I ended up getting 100 stitches on this. Again, and I just need another couple hundred. And I could basically get that in the wallpaper. So these are finished, and then I went up here, and this is part of the 100. This is, yeah, this except for where the thread is hanging out, the line, this line right here is not part of it, but everything from there to this line is 100 stitches. And I think I'm going to finish up that triangle, work my way over to this color, and put the half triangle and a triangle in there, and that should cover, or that should at least get me to almost 200 something stitches. So should do it. And then I'm going to take a break from Alice for a little bit. But this is going to be on my full coverage rotation for February. So, okay, the next one is Teresa Kogut's Such a Fright. Now, I said last week that I wanted to get the word hello in there. Well, I don't know how many stitches that is. So I have said that I'm making this 1,000 stitch project. Now, I've gotten 568 stitches so far for this, just this one line here, the hello. I finished the W and I finished the O, but I didn't work on the L yet. So I'm kind of going backwards, going left to right. No, right to left. So there it is. And I'm doing this in swamp water on a 16 count amber. And that's what I get done. I know I have to put the bats down here. But every time I pick this up from now on, I have to get 1,000 stitches in it. That is my goal. I just want to keep things going. And what I'm going to do is I have a book, a notebook. And in that notebook is the name of the project and how many stitches I'm either starting with or just putting in. So if I start with 500 stitches, like say the needleworker, then every time I pick it up, it's going to be 500 stitches that go in, regardless of anything else. So I got to go through all my whips, and before my whip parade in the end of December, I should have all my projects figured out. They're going to be organized. They're going to be in alphabetical order because that'll just make things better. And everyone is going to be assigned an amount of stitches. And it's anywhere from 300 to 2,000. 3,000, actually. So, yep, that's what I'm working on. So this will be coming out next month. and I'm going to hopefully work on it on Sunday because that's Spooky Sunday, and try to finish up the 1,000 stitches. And then when I pick this up again in September, it'll be 1,000 stitches that need to go. Knit and the whale. And that's all the whips that I worked on, except for 2 starts. Now, this one, I don't know if you've ever watched The Crow Stitcher, but she's doing a lot of legacy whips, and these are things that she wants to get done before she passes on. Okay. Now, when I first started recording, I told everybody that I was making Christmas ornaments for my daughter. So when she decides to move away from me and has her own Christmas tree, she'll have ornaments and she won't have to buy them. Is this going to be one of them? Maybe. Depends on if she likes it or not. So I started this morning and it's almost done. I just have to finish the star. This is from no, I'll put something creations. It's Noisa, Usa creation or creation. And I call it a twirly Christmas tree. Now, instead of using 2 colors of red and 2 colors of green and then white, basically, for the star, I used Anchor 1205, which is a variegated red. I used Sulky, and I don't know the number on it. All I know is the name. It's called Forest 4 for both green colors. And then I'm using, I think it's Buttercream in Sulky for the star. You can see the star up there. It's kind of a variegated yellow. And this is done on a piece of 18 count apple green that I dyed myself. Now I have enough room for, I do believe, another one of these trees because it comes in a pack of 12. I do have more room for another tree. And so yeah, I am counting the stitches and I've got over 300 and I only put down 300, but I knew it was close to a finish, so I just want to get it finished. And then in my book, I will write down the number of stitches that I did or to finish it. What else is going to happen starting in the new year is anything that I start from now on is going to have a count to it, a number of stitches. So every time I pick up that particular project, that's the amount of stitches I'm going to get done. That's my goal. And I put the number of stitches, like the title on the piece of on the page, and then the number of stitches. And if I've already started it without writing those stitches down, that's fine. I'm just gonna start fresh, and as soon as I start working on it, I'm going to assign it a stitch count, and then that's going to be the goal. So say I start, I'll just pick up, this one. Vulture Villa by Lindy Stitches. Say I start this. Okay, so I'm going to put this in my notebook, and I'm going to get a couple more notebooks because I'm going to need them. I'm going to put this in my notebook, and I'm going to put the name, which is Vulture Villa, and then I'm going to put, say, 200 stitches. So every time I pick this up after that, and I do that initial 200 stitches, It's always going to be 200 stitches until it's done. It's that simple. I mean, it's as simple as humanly possible. It's I kind of got the idea from Jen, the caffeinated crafter, who got the idea from Kel Stitches. Um, mine's just I don't have as many whips as Jen, the caffeinated crafter, so she only picks out a few um for the week. I'm doing something completely different. I'm doing this in a 2 week period, even though I record every week. So today I'm going to spin my wheels for September, the first 2 weeks in September, or you know what I mean, um, for the first 2 weeks of September, considering this weekend, September or Monday, September starts, and I'm not going to start these until after Monday, so it'll be 2 weeks. So I'm going to pick out 2 new starts, 2 old whips, and 2 finishes. One for the first week of September and the one for the next week of September. If I get it finished, if I get one of them finished, awesome. If I don't, I don't. I just keep working on it until I do. I'm going to work on the whale. I will get the finish today for the tree. That is getting counted as one of my finishes. This weekend I am going to finish my last weekend there was an issue with my Facebook account. I don't even discuss it. It was ridiculous. It was very, very ridiculous. So I had to appeal to a social media service in order to get my account back. Whatever. If they spent more time dealing with hackers and less, I wouldn't have gotten hacked in the first place. But anyway, no, my first account got hacked and I couldn't even get it. But anyway, so I did do 2 starts, and you saw one of my starts. It was the twirly tree, and that one's almost finished. The other one is going to be a gift for a friend of mine who was born in November, but she loves the beach. She doesn't want anything to do with the cold weather of fall, even though her favorite color is orange. Anyway, so I got this. This is the beach house yellow. They did not have an orange one. Thought about changing colors, but I said nope, I'm not going to do that. And this is from the designer is Your Briar Patch, and you can find these more patterns if you're interested from mybottom.com. I got this one off Etsy, and I don't know if it's the same shop or not. But here it is. She loves the beach too. So what did I do? I'm doing this on an 16 count Icelandic beige, I believe. And so I started this on Tuesday because I had a doctor's appointment and I needed to make sure I relaxed for the doctor's appointment because it's hard to relax when you have an uptight husband about car inspection. So anyway, here it is. This is as far as I got. And I put down 500 stitches and I got 366. So once I finish 500 stitches, next time I pick it up, it's going to be 500. And I need to get this done before November. So, here it is. Thank you. And this goes really quick. And what I did where these are half stitches, I counted them up and then I divided them by 2. So, if I had just not divided them by 2, I would have got more stitches in, but I feel like that's cheating. I don't like that idea, so stay. So, all right. So there's that. And that's it for the stitching for the most part. My whip go. Number 4 is the Salem 1692 for 3 days or 3 hours. I'm just going to work on it for 3 hours. I think I'm going to fill in the border. I'll try to maybe pick out some stitches. Frog. That damn frog needs to go find somewhere else to live. I'm telling you what. He is a pain in my butt. Um, so yeah. And then number 11 is to start a new Quirky Quaker. Now, if you have never stitched a Quirky Quaker, please do. You can find Darling and Whimsy on 123 Stitch. You can find it on, I do believe, I think you can find it on Everything Cross Stitch, but they're expensive. They're a bit pricey. And she has a Darling and Whimsy website, and she's also on Etsy. And her little Quakers, show you a picture. This is the Quirky Quaker Bear. This one I did. And there are a couple of mistakes with it, but I just went with it. But this is one I did. And I did this for a lady, the commander of the American Legion, where we have our meetings. Did it for her birthday, because she's a major bear lover. And I'm also working on this one. This is the Quirky Quaker Ladybug. See if I can do that one too. I'm doing this one in a red variant for DMC. I think it's 4120. It's like a different shades of red. It's beautiful. So, I have a butterfly and I have a queen bee. And those are going to be a couple starts. I've given them away as ornaments. I gave a fox and a owl to my stepdaughter and her partner. But yeah, they make great gifts. And I also gave 2 to my friend Claudia. The first time I met Claudia was in a swap, Halloween swap. And I found a Quirky Quaker candy corn. And I turned it into a pillow for her that had vintage Halloween fabric on the bottom. And it came out really cute. It really did. And I even put ribbon, the whole bit. And I also, for her birthday this year, I did a Quirky Quaker bat. She's like me. She's very much into the Halloween stitching. She's very much into the vintage Halloween stitching. So I love it. So since I got back into stitching, that seems to be my jam. What else do I have? Oh, I did order. I do have a little bit of stash. I did order some fabric and made a mistake. Okay, so I ordered a 18 count vellum, and this is very washed out. It's very tan with slight modeling in it, but that's that. And then I ordered fat quarter of 18 count silver moon. Kind of like an off-white-ish. And then I ordered a quarter of a yard, eighth of a yard, 16th of a yard of 18 count cherub, pictures plus. This is a gorgeous pink, and I don't like pink, but they have big dark spots like right here, and then kind of like whitish spots here. But I do know somebody who likes pink. And then I got a 16th of a yard, 18 count confetti Ada for pictures plus. And this is yellow with blue modeling. I think I know what this is for. And then I ordered a 16th of a yard, 18 count jade from pictures plus. Too washed out, but it's a very pretty green. So those are what I ordered. And like I said, I made a mistake. Forgot I ordered the shepherd from Cottage Garden Samplings. So I have two of this planet. So if you would like a copy of this pattern, and I will be more than happy to send it to you. You need to be 18. I'm taking you on your honor that you are a subscriber, sorry. And don't use any of those yucky words like giveaway, free, and so on and so forth. So, if you would like your own copy of The Shepherd, which I think is absolutely adorable because of the quilted jacket and the vest and the little sheep and so on and so forth, please comment down below barn because of the barn up here. And this is kind of primitive. I'm not much of a prim person, but I love this series. I have 5 coming and I have 4 coming. Yeah, I have number 5 and number 4 and number 5 coming. And number 9 is a pirate. It's awesome. So if you want this, please comment barn or put it in a sentence or whatever you want to do. Okay? And I will throw in a few extras. So that is my giveaway portion and my stash enhancements. You know, you gotta love them stash enhancements. Alright, now for the goals. Alright, so no, I did not put this one on the list. Okay. This one is not on the list. Nothing in this book is on the list. Even though I want to do something in that book. The book I showed last week. Let's focus is not on the list. So I put that there. Not doing that one yet. Okay, this one is on the list. So, my goals. Oh, there it is. This is my list. So, The Needle Worker by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is the one I started a couple weeks ago. Actually, started on the 22nd. And I did get my 500 stitches. In fact, I got 545 stitches in. So, when I pick this up in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to put another 500 stitches in here. Okay? And got it in. Oh, we're stuck. So, this is done on an 18 count French country mocha. And this is 545 stitches right here. Probably the next 500 will be the face. So, I'm kind of looking forward to doing the little sewing machine. Right there. And the little pin cushion and the needle. So you go right up and getting the little rabbits done in the coat and putting that star in the belly. So yeah, so the star buttons. So here he is. So hopefully I will get in a quick 500 stitches, depending upon how much time I put into it. Now I do have to do some quilting next month because I have a craft fair, two craft fairs in October, one in November. Okay, the next thing I'm doing is my midwinter mushroom. Yes. He's a little cyclops mushroom with horns. And he's sad because he's eating it. But he's cute. So, last time I worked on him, I put in 518 stitches. So, I'm going to put another 500 stitches in him. He is done on a 16 count marlin, silver marlin, from my vintage arts on Etsy. So I'm going to work on the tree, and I'm going to try to get his head done and put in his other horn. So I actually enjoyed working on him because after I ironed the fabric, which I'm going to do again, it loosened up quite a bit. So it made things a lot easier. So there's that. And then, if I have it over here. Oops. Okay. Um, anyway, I don't know where it is right at the moment. But I am going to work on the Salem sisters, number one. I'm going to put in, 200 stitches. Because last time I put 231. So I'm going to bump it up to 431 that are done. And then this one, I'll just text. Then I'm going to work on, if I can find the picture of this. This is the Adams Family by Fancy Nancy Designs on Etsy. And I don't have very much of this done. I just have part of the house. I haven't worked on this since I started it. And I have slotted this for 2,000 stitches. That's a lot of stitches. But you know what? I think I can do it. Yep. And this is another stiff gray Ada, but that's okay. Maybe if I iron it again, put the iron to it, it'll loosen it up a little bit. Besides, I'm going to have to iron it to get it into a hoop or a Q-snap anyway. So, this is my starting point. I could count these, but they won't count, so I'm not going to. Because at the end of the year, what stitches I have done, I'm going to add up. So, there it is. That is the Adams Family, and that is just a drop in the bucket. So, that one, hopefully the next time you see it, will have another 200 or, 1,000 stitches or more. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. The other thing I want to work on, is to finish up the 1,000 stitches in such a fright, and I already showed that to you. I want to work on my Halloween squirrel with a blue flower. It's Halloween. Now, I already know I have 500 stitches in this. So, I put down 500. So when I start this now, I'm going to just count another 500 stitches. That's after I pull out some stuff. It's not much. It's not much at all. But here it is. So much I get done. And the only thing I really have to take out is part of this leg here. But as far as I can tell, this is all done, and this vine right here is all done. And then as soon as I figure out where I made my mistake, because I know I did, and I did have it figured out at one time, take that out, because this is a blend. I'm using the called for DMC, but to get that color, you need to put 3023 and 646. One strand of each together to get that gray. Or you could use Reach Works to move. I don't want to use that. This is all DMC. And then, as soon as I get that, she's sitting on a pumpkin. Right here. So I'm going to work on the pumpkin and get that done. And then that way I can bring the border down and start going around the corner. So that is the plan. So there is my Halloween squirrel. And considering we're doing spooky stitching in September, Frank and Elvira I do not have over here, but that is a finish. I am going to work on that every day for an hour or two, or get 100 stitches per till it's finished. And then I can move on to Carol and Nicholas, do the same thing. And then we have the Christmas Piggy. is from Stitch Quote. It's the same as my Christmas frog. Here she is. She's pretty. I love these little things. I really do. And they have a bunch of Halloween ones, and I get this bought one. This is done on a 18 count blue denim that I dyed myself. Here. And I'm going to be putting another 300 stitches in this. So this might be tomorrow's project. Try to get another 3. But she's so pretty. I love my little Christmas frog. And after dyeing Ada, it softens right up. It really does. Because I rinse mine first, and that gets all the starch out of it. And then, you know, it's much easier to, I mean, yeah, it does shrink a little bit because you're using hot water. But it's great. Awesome. I love it. Okay. So that's that. So that's that one. That one. All right. So after that is Mistletoe Kisses, which I already showed you. I'm gonna put another 300 stitches in there. Then we have 3 cheers. Since I have the picture here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay. This is the picture in my daughter's room. This is her modern, no, My Chemical Romance. So I found, and it's called 3 Cheers, My Chemical Romance themed project. Now, in this poster up where you can't see, it says My Chemical Romance on it. This one does not. It's just got what I'm showing you, which is these 2. Okay. My daughter's birthday is on September 13th. So I'm going to try to get it done for her birthday. If I don't, then I'm going to get framed and whatnot for Christmas. So my goal for the month of September is to get 3,000 stitches. So that is my focus full coverage for the month of September. Okay. And then I showed you my Halloween sampler from Cottage Garden Samplings. My goal is 500 stitches on that one, and I'm going to start it next month because it is a sampler and it is spooky, so we'll start that next month. I have it all kitted up and everything. So now, here comes the fun, because this is spinning the wheels. Oh, yes. Spin the tiny decision wheel. It's not like I don't have a basket, I don't have a ball, I don't have anything that has, even though I probably should, but I like the wheels. Okay. So we're going to take the Addams family off of this. Yeah, we're going to take off. Done. Done. Stop. Close. Thank you. All right, so we're going to start with starts number 1. Okay, make sure. Let me check it. Make sure there's something unbearable. I haven't. Done all right. Nope. Okay. All right. Oops. So, hold please. I'm having phone issues. Not technical. Maybe a piece of paper, writing down a piece of paper and pick them out of a basket would be better than having to deal with commercials. Yeah. Okay. So, here is start wheel number 1. Stitcher's Grimoire by the Witchy Stitcher. Hmm. Yes. No, it's on paper, so here it is. Look at one. No. All right. This is by the Witchy Stitcher, and I do believe it was on her Patreon. Maybe I bought it. I don't remember. But anyway, I have a perfect piece of fabric for this, and here it is. Now, I will not be starting this to either the first or the second week of September. I don't know yet. So, here it is. And I really like it. Um, it's, it's going to take a little bit, but you know what? It's not very many colors. Mm, sorry, lied about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 60. Plus a choice of metallic thread. Hmm. What do you need metallic thread for? I'm assuming it's the back stitching. I think there's a star here somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the stars and stuff. Do I have to put those in? No, I don't. Am I going to? Probably not. But that's number 1. Okay, so we will edit and take that out. Grimoire right there. Okay. Now we're gonna go with what to start to. And I need to check this one because I did spin it for this week and I got which I wanted anyway. So I went it a couple times to get what I wanted. So, but I'm not gonna do that now. Okay. So what do we have? Black cat number 1. Okay. Black cat number 1. Now, this one is really cute. It really is. Um, I'm using the Deep Call for DMC. And the reason that I love this is because it looks like one of those I'm fine cats kind of. And there it is. Be cute. And this one I'm gonna give away as gift. It's gonna be for somebody. So the Halloween ones I'm keeping for myself, but this one because she's got black cats. Black cats. So I have it all kitted up. I have all the DMC. I just need a piece of fabric. And I put it in this Jasmine's custom bag. This is a small one. Um, I I'd love to be like her and do my bags perfect, but I'm not perfect. So, and the way I look at it is, if I make a mistake in one, it's handmade. But she could sell these in stores and get a huge amount of money for it. But I love Robin Hood, and it's one of my favorite movies. So there's that. So I can take that one off the wheel. So we have our two starts. Reset. Oh, Black Cat. Number one. Sleep. Okay. So we have Stitcher's Grimoire. And when I saw when I got that Stitcher's Grimoire, it was because I was watching the originals. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but it's a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. And I haven't seen the Vampire Diaries, and I really don't want to because it never really interests me. But I love the originals, especially Cops, and then Black Cat. Okay. All right. So come on. So we're good there. Now, whips of the week. And I'll make sure I'm not going to look for them today, but I have the finishes, but I'll make sure that I have them all set for next week. So we're going to Wonderland teacups. All right. That was on my WhipGo board this year. It was going to be one of the things I worked on my first mania. Say my first mania, I was in the hospital. Didn't get a chance to work on it. So, I think I'm putting 300 stitches in that. I have it written in my book already. Because I knew I had it on here. So that will be getting 300 to 500 stitches on that one. Okay, next. I guess the fairy rabbit is not taking a vacation. We'll try to get another 3,100 stitches on him. Oh, I don't know. We're gonna try. So, we're gonna take him off the whip wheel. I'm gonna make new wheels for uh the new year anyway. So, but if I can get uh a good chunk of him done, that would be awesome. So, all right, last one, two finishes. What to finish? Oh, take that off because that's already out. Mm, that's already out. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is number one. Snowflake stand. Well, we know what that one has. That's going to have another 500 stitches. Mm. And believe it or not, I do have that one here somewhere. Oh, right there. Here he is. This is the snowflake stand. And I already put 500 stitches in this, so another 500 will go. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing white because I don't want to save all that white to the end. So I think I'm going to fill in here and then do some of the snow down here. So, yeah, so that's what I plan on doing. So that works. And take that one off the list. No, that was the wrong one. I'm sorry. Hold, please. Snowflake stand is not that. That is the set and fake snowflake stand. No, that's not it. Ah, this is the snowflake stand. So the snowflake stand is going to get 500 stitches because all I have left is a snowflake here, the snowman, and all this down here. So all white. Yay! So the snowflake stand will get 500. The Stickers Grimoire will get 500. Teacups will get 3. Fairy Rabbit will get 3,100 again. And the Black Cat one will... How about we go with 400? Okay. 400. Alright, next. Okay, so we took that one out. Time to spin the wheel. Okay, the September Quaker. Not sure where that one is yet, but when I find it, we'll get it in there. So the September Quaker is going to get 400 stitches in it for now, and then for this month. These are finishes that are continuous. They're not going to get all finished in one thing, except for the gobblesteins. Because I've got to put in 200 stitches for I think I've got 100 and something stitches already, but to make 200 stitches for the acrostic. It'll be the E for self-care. So I'm doing that one twice on because it starts with E. And then there we go. Right there. But I got a pretty good start on September Quaker. So if I can use any of these that I'm picking for the September acrostic, I'll do it. Yeah. So yeah, the September Quaker I've got a pretty good start on. I think what I'm gonna do for next month is I'm gonna do some finishing, and one of them I want to finish is Spooky Quaker, so I can have that for October. To tell me. I do have the October Quaker from the Heart Needle Art. The only one I think I need is June. It's the only one left. So I'm gonna do that. So I have got some lofty goals here for a 2-week period, and we'll see. You know, I'm not guaranteeing anything. Do I want to get some of this stuff done? Yes, I really do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finishing wheel and I'm going to put all those in one of these cloth buckets here, and then all my whips in a cloth bucket, and all my kitted projects in a cloth bucket. So we'll have them. So I think for today I'm going to finish my tree. So I will have that done. Just start another one. I don't know. Either that or work on my Christmas pig. Um, I have ordered some new bags, some more zipper bags. I should just make some, but it's easier for me to buy. And they're just plastic, and they come in like a bundle of 6, and they're like $10. So, so that's all I got. So, if you are interested in my little gift from me to you, the shepherd from the Cottage Garden Samplings Snowman series, Snowman Collection series, right? Collector series, number 3. This is my second one. So if you'd like it, then use the word barn, either in a sentence or just the word. And there's one more thing I would like to say. I did get a card from Mama M. Thank you so much, Mama, for the card. You did not need to do that. You won. I love the pictures that you sent me of your stitching. That is awesome. And I love the picture you sent of yourself and the bag. And if you're willing to do this, I mean, it's only if you're willing to do this, and you'd like to do a Zoom conversation, just me and you, nobody else, that would be awesome. I'm going to get myself a Zoom account, I guess, at some point. And when I do, I will email you with all the information. And that would be great. I much rather do one-on-one Zoom conversations than get a bunch of people because then I won't talk. And I'm supposed to be the one hosting it. So I figure I can meet Claudia this way, I can meet Angie this way, and I can meet Mama M this way. So if she's interested, it's up to you. I'm also thinking about doing a Carolyn Manning style. If you have a Carolyn Manning pattern, chart, whatever, and would like to do one, then, get in touch with me. Comment or hit me up on Facebook in my Facebook group, Fly's Unique Boutique Facebook group. Or you can get in touch with me via Gmail at sewflysuniqueboutique@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Instagram at sewflys, SUEWFLYS unique boutique on Instagram. So, or at Instagram, or however you find me. If that's what you'd like to do. Also check out Joanne, the Eclectic Stitcher. She's from Florida. She's got some very interesting things that she does. And she's all over the place, which is wonderful. I mean, she does full coverage. She's got a couple full coverages, and she does a lot of fat quarter shot patterns. I mean, she's cool. She's really cool. You really should check her out. Other than that, I guess I'm gonna say goodbye. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next Thursday, and keep on going on.